We're moving on the land. What's going on, guys? Back over here at the land today. And as you can see, we've made some pretty big moves here recently. And yes, I know some of the questions I'm probably going to get are, Derek, I thought y'all said y'all were building a house. Yes, we still are building a house. But right now, my family and I, we've been living in a rental house that is just killing me paying rent. It's really expensive in this place in this area where we live, and we were trying to figure out a way to get over here on the land and save some money so we can spend more money on the land. So we actually found this mobile home, got a pretty good deal on it, and it's just a simple 3-bed, 2-bath, smallest mobile home we could find that was a 3-bed, 2-bath. And by doing this, we're actually saving ourselves like $900 a month because our rent was so expensive. So um, the the movers and my dad, they were over here when they were getting it moved in, and I couldn't be here. I was out of town, so they were actually nice enough to take a little bit of video footage of them moving it in. So I'll put that in the video. Today, what we got to focus on is getting the water hooked up and getting the septic all hooked up, which the water meter has already been put in. And like I said, I was out, so I didn't get a chance to film that. Uh, when the septic tank was put in, the guy who did it, really nice guy, he actually went ahead and dug the trench from a water line for me, so I wouldn't have to rent a trencher or anything like that. So super appreciative of him. And the water has kind of been roughed in a little bit. I did not get a chance to film it. Like I said, I was out and I had some people over here helping me. So I'm going to show you guys that, and then we'll work on finishing it. So here is the septic system that they put in right here. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's a little bit of a hill right there where they got the tanks in there. Those pipes laying there, that's just extra pipe they gave us in case we need it when we're hooking this up. But so we had a perk test done, and due to the type of ground rate we have here, it does not perk. So we had to do what they call an overland system. So they dug a trench all the way over there to them woods, and that's where the water will go. Now, according to what the guy was telling me, this is a treatment plant, and after it does its thing, the water that comes out over there on the other end is supposed to be super clean, and so you don't have to worry about any type of smell or killing your grass or anything like that. So got that done yesterday. Let me show you guys the water, kind of where we're at with it right now. So pretty kind of roughed in. You can see right here where we got, that's where it comes in right there. And got it all roughed in and everything. And we put a spigot, a little water spigot right there, so that way you don't wash cars or anything like that. And there's our water line going all the way to the meter. And the good thing of why we put the water line here and the meter over there is because when we do build our house right here all in this open area, we don't have to redo this. We'll just tie in right here. We're at 90s to the mobile home, we'll just go right there, tie it in, and just keep going all the way to the house. So it's not like I'm going to have another expense for this pipe. I'll just tie it in right here and keep going. So that's kind of the thought of why we put it where we put it. And this is all 1-inch water line, so it should have great water pressure, and then it shrinks down or reduces down to 3/4 when it goes in. So today's goal is we're going to go ahead and get the septic tied into the septic tank. Once we do that, we'll turn the water on, make sure we don't have any leaks or anything like that in our water system, and we're going to let the water run for a little bit because we actually need to fill that septic tank up with water, because the guy told me that if we don't put water in it before it rains, it will actually float out of the ground. So we got to fill it up with water, and that way it'll be heavy. We're supposed to rain Saturday, so today's Thursday, so we got a couple days. So let's get that going. All right. So before I crawl down there and try to hook all this stuff up, I'm going to try to go ahead and do as much of the prep as I can up here. So here is the 3-inch spout this connects to the mobile home. This will come on down, and then this end will flow to the septic tank. And we're going to put a clean out right here on this backside in case something ever happens. We need to unclog it or whatever. So you're going to try to get all this prep done, putting the clean out and everything in here first, because it's going to be a lot harder to do when I'm down there. So here is the clean out right here. So I might have to actually go cut a little piece of pipe out of that extra pipe I have to be able to put that there, so then we can then put the clean out on there. So let me go cut a piece of pipe real quick. I'll be right back. All right, got me a piece of pipe right here. So need to figure out how much we need to cut. The inside lip there is about a 1 3/8, 1.5 inches, something like that. That's the same. We'll just cut a piece that's about 3 inches, and that should allow us to join those two pieces together. So, do I have anything to mark it? That is the $1,000,000 question. I'm going to use this. Oh, this door. Let me get something to hold that door. That's going to be aggravating. All right. Got something to mark it. Whoop. She's trying to roll on me. You know, when you have the right tools for the job, I bet this is really easy. I don't have anything over here right now. So, let me try to get this pipe. Yeah. Well, let's sit right there. Tell you what, it'll sit right there. That'll make my life easy. All right, so let's cut our piece with my pipe cutter 1000 here. Hopefully I don't cut my arm off. This is going to be great. Okay. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Let me move this out of the way. Ugh. Pipe's like 20 foot long. Got our piece here. Let me get my knife. And we'll clean them edges off a little bit. Because Sawzall don't cut the greatest, but gets the trick done. I don't want this to leak. Okay. Good enough for me. The sound is horrible. All right. That'll work for me. So now, wish I had a rag. Kind of wipe it off a little bit. It's alright. Why they make pipe cleaner. So, let's go ahead. We're just going to use this. Get her good and cleaned up. Look at there. Works just as good. Probably going to turn my steps purple. Well, that's alright. They're going to get dirty and nasty anyways. Alright. Those are cleaned and primed. Now let's get our glue here. Trying to use this glue that's already open first. It was used on the water line, so ought to be pretty good. Goopy gop it on there good. Goopy gop it on there. Like so. And we'll push it on there. Now, I learned when you put this in here and you push it, you want to turn it quarter to half turn, make sure it seals, and you want to hold it. Hold it together tight, because when this stuff reacts, it'll actually try to push that pipe back out. So hold it. Alright, I think it's there. Sweet. Now, do the other side. So, pipe will go in like that. So this is our back. Let's go ahead and give her the purple juice. She's juiced. Give this side purple juice. She's juiced. Oop, that was almost bad. Now, give her the old glue. Goopity gop it on there. Yeah, we need more than that. A wise man told me one time, aka my father, if it ain't messy, it ain't enough on there. So, we gooping it on there. Alright. Now, squeeze and turn. Look at it coming around the edges. Yes, sir. She gonna hold. Alright. Now, we got a clean out hole. Wow. Here's the plug. Plug will go in there like so. So now, if we ever have any issues, God forbid we don't. Got to clean out to fix it. All right. Next thing is we got to go over there, get up under it, put this on. Not going to glue it up. I'm going to kind of rough measure everything, see how much pipe I got to cut to length. And then once we do all that, then we'll glue it up. Well, hello there. How's it going? Welcome to an episode of Fat Guy Under a Trailer trying to hook up a sewer line. And that's our sewer line. So let's get started. So, our line going in the tank is a 4-inch pipe. Our line coming out of the trailer is a 3-inch pipe. We got this here reducer. We're going to slap on there and glue it up. And they don't line up perfect. So I got this here crooked elbow. Gonna shoot it that way. And then once I have all that on there, then we're gonna take the tape measure here, measure out how long I need to cut this pipe, and then I'm gonna get my big butt out from under here and cut it. So let's do that. First thing I need to do is clean all this. Let me get my knife if I can. Oh, there she is. Phew. This thing has an echo to it too. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Echo, echo, echo. Can y'all hear that? Let's clean these edges up. Something about plastic and metal. Just music to your ears. Hopefully, this is a first and only episode of Fat Guy Under a Trailer. Because I don't like this. Alright, got her cleaned up. Test fit engaged. Test fit works. Let's put some of the purple primer on here. Well, before I do that, I got some brand new cement, and I thought that was going to happen. It is super hard to open. Sometimes you hit it and they'll crack. That one's not cracking. All right, let me go get a pair of pliers. Sit tight. Oh! Welcome to episode 2 of A Fat Guy Under a Trailer trying to hook up a septic line. Got some pliers. Let's see if she opens. Cracked open. Easy peasy. Alright. So, let's put some of the purple juice on here. Get some of that dirt out of there. I don't want to get dirt all over it. I would say that's purple juiced up. Now, put some here. I think that's pretty juiced. That goop you got. Gonna apply it on there pretty liberal. Oh yeah. Is it really sealed if it ain't dripping? I don't think so. All right, let's push her on there. All right. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. She still got an echo. Ooh, ooh. Well, kind of a cool day today. All right, I think she's on there. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's put this old crooked pipe on here. Gonna turn her like that right there. But I think before I glue this, it would probably be a good idea to measure to make sure this elbow is gonna work. So, I gotta crawl about 20 feet that way. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Well, hey there. How y'all doing? Welcome to episode 3 of Fat Guy Under a Trailer. Down here at the giving end of the septic line. We're gonna do some measuring. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna kind of just slap that up there. And it's gonna go like that. And we're gonna hook this pipe right here. See it? This is the transit line. We're gonna hook it in here. And then I gotta go down the other end. And we're gonna measure and see how much pipe we gotta cut. So I'm gonna put this in here. Hopefully it stays long enough for me to just do what I gotta do. Looks like it is. Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna take this tape measure. Oh, there's a lot of water down here. And let's just say I hope it's fresh water down here on the giving end. Cause I ain't used the toilet. I hope nobody else has either. But let's see. I'm gonna try to fish with this tape measure instead of having to crawl back down there. Yeah, come on, baby. Get in your hole. Yep, my back's getting wet. My back is getting wet. Come on, tape measure, cooperate with me. Ah. Y'all ever played that game where you try to see how far you can stretch a tape measure before it breaks and falls? No? Just me? No. Well, that is what I'm trying to do right now. Get over there. Where am I at? 152 inches. Right there. Mm-hmm. 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 I think that's gonna be, oh yeah, there we go. She did me right. I think 150. I think 152 inches is what we need to cut. So let me get her cut. All right, I measured out. I actually went 153 inches instead of 152 just in case. And if it's too long, that's all right. We'll just cut it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this pipe, and we'll get back down there and measure it again. All right, easy enough. Let me try to clean these ends up a little bit. The Sawzall gets the job done, but it leaves some janky ends. Oh yeah, sound of plastic. Oh yeah. Okay, that'll do. All right, let's get back under there, see if she fits. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to episode 347 of a fat man under a trailer trying to hook up a sewer line. Down here at the giver end again. Got the pipe cut. Let's see if we can get her to fit. Alright. Yeah. Got that in. Probably gonna have to do. I'm all in these unknown liquids. Back of my shirt's wet. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, I got that kind of fitted in. It's just kind of all dry fitted. Go down there to the receiving end. Get that pipe in there. See how much we need to cut off or if we're good. And once we do that, we'll glue her up. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 547 of a fat man under a trailer trying to hook up a septic. Down here on the receiving end, got the pipe connected down there. As you can see, we are a little too long, so that's okay. I'd rather be too long than too short. So let's figure out a way to mark it, because in classic fashion, I didn't bring anything. So let me reach in my pocket. Come on, baby. I got a knife somewhere. Woo! There she is. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Now, it looks like I'm about right there. I'm just making me some marks on this pipe with my knife. Alright, I got it marked. I think what I'm gonna do, keep me from having to get out of here one more again, is I'm gonna go get the Sawzall, see if I can cut it down here and test fit it, glue it all up, and if I need to shave a little bit off or whatever, I'll Sawzall down here. So let me go get it. I'll be right back. I've done forgot what episode I'm on at this point, but got the pipe, got her marked, got the Sawzall. Let's make some cuts. Now, I know she's upside down, but with the battery, it wouldn't fit. So I'm gonna do it upside downsies. Let's do it. All right, she is cut. Oh, I wonder how crooked we are. Okay. Now, I think that's gonna be perfect. Now, when I go to try to fit this in, I'll take that end down, fit this in, so that way I won't have to be trying to like put pressure back to get this in there and push it forward. I'll have all this glued up. All I got to do is over there on the top end, just push it up. That's a thought, anyways. But for now, let's see what we're at. I think that's gonna fit. It's gonna be tight, but that's what I want. I want tight fit. Now, let's see if I can knock that off. There we go. Oh yeah, that fits good. So let me do this. Oh, I knocked it off. Shoot. Let me put it back on. Actually, hook her up. Yeah. Now, let's go down the other end. See if we can get that one pushed up, and then we'll know we're good to go. 3 years later. Went down on the other end, test fitted it, fits good. So we're gonna go ahead, take this out, do the glue up, get it all glued together, and yeah, then she'll be in there for good, and that's it. Then we'll turn the water on and see if she works. So let's get her glued up. Yeah. This is hard. Oh yeah. Now I'm not sure what this black stuff is. We'll see if I can get it off real quick. Be my luck, it'll cause a leak. While I'm doing this, just want to let you guys know the shed project is still ongoing. I just had to take a break from it so I could get this done. And the shed's at a point where, you know, it'll work. It's got a roof on it and everything, so we'll come back to that. I felt like this was probably, more important. Ah, I love that sound. I'm not real sure what that is. It's good enough. Okay. Let's put some prime on it. Yeah, still got some of that junk in there. See, y'all see that? Still got some of that stuff in there. Let's see if I can get it out. Pull the old knife back out again. I gotta say this though, I'm pretty grateful that it's not 100 degrees outside. It's like 50. But it's not too bad when you're under here. You're moving around and working. I'm not sweating my butt off. I'm just soaked in unknown fluids. The guy can only wish that it's just water from when they tested that thing. Oh yeah. Okay, good enough. The old purple juice will take care of it. Purple juice. Oh yeah, purple juice is getting it right off. Maybe I should have just done that to begin with. Purple juice. Now, do this part. And this stuff's just getting it right off. I'll tell you what, set that like that. Get it everywhere. Yeah, my cuts ain't perfect, guys. It'll be alright. Alright. Purple juice. Engaged. Whoop you got? Put it on there real good. If it ain't messy, it ain't good, boys and girls. Oh yeah. She's on there. A bit more in there. A little bit more. Okay. Hold her down so she don't come up. She's gonna be in there. If I had any good jokes, I'd tell you. Fresh out. I'm usually pretty good on the dad jokes, but been a minute. All right, she's in there. Now, let's do this. Purple juice. Plenty of purple juice. Now, very good stuff. All right, here we go. Get in there. Oh, there we go. Oh. I was going to have to go about right there where I need it. Just holding her down for a second. All right, I'm going to say that is set. We'll take all this stuff, go down to the other end, glue it up, call it a day. All right, guys, down here on the give it in again, and let's get her glued up. I'm tired of being down here in these unknown liquids. I'll use this here tape measure as a prop. Oh, there we go. She fell off. Plenty of the purple hosier. Plenty of the purple juice. I just realized y'all can't even see the purple juice. There we go. Now you can. Sorry about that. Got her all perked up. Now, let's put some glue on her. Trying to get where I can hold this. Getting plenty of it on there. Okay, now let's put her on. Are we still right there where it needs to be? Let her dry. One last thing to go, fellers, and we're done. We'll be done with this project. All right. I think it's probably hardened pretty good. Let's do this last one, and she is done. Hopefully it don't leak. Plenty of the purple juice. Let's glue it. Make sure I get plenty of glue on it. I do not want this coming off. Okay, let's go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ah. Now, I don't think I mentioned it or not, but due to how high this giving in here, I didn't have to do any cutting. This thing naturally has a slope already down to the septic tank because, you know, you got to have a fall in order for it to naturally feed. Well, the way this thing was made, it naturally already has a fall. So that should take care of that. So the only thing I got to do next is I've got some pipe straps I'm going to use to kind of help hold this pipe. So it's not just like the glue actually just holding the pipe. And I got a couple blocks too I may put up under it just to make sure. But that is it. All right, she's staying there. So I'm going to go ahead, put the pipe straps on, put some blocks under here, and then we're going to turn the water on and see what happens. All right, guys. Got all the septic and everything hooked up, tied in. I got some pipe straps. I got the pipe strap so it's not dangling. It's actually got a little support to it. So I got all that taken care of. Now the next thing is to turn the water on and check for leaks and everything before we cover this all back up. But before I do that, I've got a couple places where the water line is suspended and I need to put a little dirt up under it. So I'm going to do that real quick. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. So I got a couple places you can see right there where the water line's just kind of hanging. And so I need to throw some dirt up under it. Just kind of make sure, you know, when it turns on, it doesn't do anything funny or crazy. So I'll do that real quick. I think all this down here for the most part is pretty good. It's mainly just this spot right here. So gonna throw some dirt on it real quick and then we'll turn her on. All right, guys. I got dirt and everything around all the water lines. I've got some flags just kind of holding that water spigot together right now, just so when it builds pressure, it don't blow off or anything like that. It's not, it's just, I'll end up putting like a strap or something around it permanently, but just did that for now. Went in the mobile home and I turned everything off except for the tub and the kitchen sink. So my thought is probably gonna be a lot of air in the line. Have those open so it'll blow that air out. And never done this before, so I'm kind of guessing. But I'm gonna crack it open for probably like a minute or two, turn it back off again, and then go check for leaks, make sure everything's okay, and if everything looks okay, I'll turn it back on. So let's do it. Down here by the water main. All right, so here's the water main here. Oh, and I'm gonna slowly crack her on and see what happens. She's running for sure. I don't know if y'all hear that or not. I don't have it turned all the way on. I got it turned on just a little bit so it don't just blow through there all at once. We're just gonna let her sit here and run for a second. Alright, that's wide open. But we'll let her sit here and run for a minute. And then I'll go down there and turn it off. And we'll see if we have any leaks anywhere. Hopefully, we'll get lucky and we'll have no leaks or anything like that. Everything will be good. I don't see any leaks down here on this end, which is always a good sign. Meter here says we're using water. So alright, well that's been about a minute. I'm gonna turn it back off. And let's go see if we have any leaks. Alright guys. Turn the water on. Checked for leaks. No leaks, actually. Went just fine. All the connections and everything seem to be doing really well. Didn't see any leakage or anything like that, which is always a good sign. Went down to the septic end. You hear water running. Didn't see any leaks. Everything's looking great. Turned the water on in the second bathroom, and I was trying to figure out, trying to make sure all the drains work, nothing's leaking, that kind of thing. Turn the tub on, let the tub run for a minute in that bathroom, and turned it off. And I was like, tub's not draining. Why is the tub not draining? Got to looking around, didn't see anything. Trying to figure out why it wouldn't drain. Crawled back up under the mobile home. Got to looking around. There is a second drain for that bathroom that I didn't know about. So the reason why I wasn't draining is because it was plugged. So now I got to go back to Lowe's and get pipe and get everything to do that one. And y'all see I put a clean out down there on that other end because the thought was, I'd have a clean out in case I ever need it. Well, I glued all that on, it ain't coming off. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find a female end that I can screw into where I put that clean out, and that's just how I'm gonna connect it all. And then I'll put a clean out down here on this end. But so a little bit of a setback, but the good news is it didn't leak. I'll take that all day. No leakage. So I'm gonna take a break real quick, run the Lowe's, get everything I need, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright guys. After 3 seasons of can a fat guy under a trailer hook up septic lines, I finally decided to end the show there. After 2 trips to Lowe's and 4 hours of hooking up lines and not being paid, the show is over. And I didn't want to bother you guys watching me hook up the rest of it. Got all this side hooked up and everything after y'all saw episodes 1 through 937 down there on that end. But just to give you guys a recap, a little Cliff Note version is got all the lines and everything hooked up over here. Got all the straps and everything holding the pipes up, hooked up and everything. So now I'm fixing to turn the water back on, let it run for a while, fill up the septic tank down there so it don't float up when it rains, and hopefully it don't have any leaks. So gonna go turn it on real quick. I'll be back in just a second. All right, got the water on, got the water running. I was checking for leaks and everything, and I think we're good. I saw one leak, but it's not that big of a deal. On the very end down here, I put a clean out in case we ever have any problems or anything. And there's like a real slow drip right at that clean out. And I think that can be fixed real easily, probably with just some Teflon tape around that cap. But besides that, man, it's looking great. I'm gonna try to cover it up, all this over here real quick before it gets dark. We'll just let the water run for a while to fill that septic tank up, and that's gonna be it, guys. So let's get this covered up and call it a day. Well, I got it all covered up and everything, just in case it gets below freezing again tonight. I did buy some wrap to wrap that pipe and that pipe, which I'm gonna do real quick. And then I'm gonna try to make sure this is spread out, you know, decent enough, so it's all covered and everything. There was one spot down there on the end I couldn't get to, but well, that's all it is. Well, that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We got a lot accomplished today. Got water hooked up, running and going. Got the septic hooked up, running and going. And all I need now is power. Once I get power over here, we'll be living over here full time. So appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.